Hello everyone, this is the love video for the sign Capricorn for the month of October and what is rest of the month of September as well. This month I have something special here, and that is that at the end of the video I will be releasing an exclusive card from my Psychic Tarot deck. And in order to be able to see this exclusive card, you will need to join my community. You can do this by clicking on the join button, which is just below this video on the right hand side. And it says join there, okay? So when you click on that link there, it'll bring up a payment option, and that'll be in your currency. And this will give you exclusive access as a membership monthly in order to see these exclusive cards, not just for your horoscope, but for all of the horoscopes that I will be releasing as well. So there will be 12 videos every single month. Okay, so if you do want to check those out, and if you're interested, I suggest joining my community, and you'll get a little bit more information about the reading for the month. Okay, so what I'm going to be utilizing is my regular deck, as well as my Lenormand deck, which I will be using for the first time for these horoscopes for this month. I find that this deck is very detailed, and I enjoy using them, so hopefully you like them as well. So for those of you that have never accessed my videos before, I shuffle the deck and the cards go turning over as this one that you've seen. I lay down 7 cards and I do 3 rows. And then I also use the last card of the deck as the guide. So with this being said, you'll need to pick one of the 3 lines, or you can listen to all of them and decide which line applies to you and your reality. Okay, so this card... Actually, both of these cards have turned over, and we're just going to leave these as is. There's quite a few of them here. Also, this reading does apply to your ascendant and moon sign as well. I find it would be very helpful if you could watch all of them as well, because it'll give you a little bit more in-depth information about the reading as well. Okay, so let's see what we have here. And I do want to let you know, if you don't know your ascendant as well, you just have to know a few points of information, and there are quite a few websites that you could input this data and it'll give you what your ascendant and moon sign is. Okay, so Capricorn, what is going on here for the first line? The first card that we have here, the last one of the deck, is the card that identifies you, Capricorn. It is an earth sign, but in this case, specifically, the card is in reverse. When this card is in reverse, for someone who is an earth sign, it symbolizes that, how can I put this? That the things that characterize earth signs in this moment are not present. For example, this card in reverse talks to me about instability. In this case, we're talking about emotional instability. It could be in a few cases, apart from being emotionally unstable, is also going through financial issues, which complicates the situation a bit further. So if we look at the sentimental aspect here we have, Capricorn, that lately you have been losing your patience with someone. It tells me here that you may have been put into a love triangle, of which practically you have started to leave that stage in your life behind. It tells me here that you want to have a conversation, a very important one, with someone here, but that you haven't found the opportunity, the moment, or the excuse, one could say, to provoke that conversation. Here, what this card is telling me is that this relationship that you have with this individual, unfortunately, is not only is that it's no longer romantic, or not only that you don't understand each other in the sentimental aspect, because this reading here does not really involve a lot of sex. It's more about expressing emotions here. And so here there is a very big issue here, which is a lack of understanding and expression here, and to wait for the other individual to say, you know, you were right. I've been wrong and you are right. But this doesn't happen here. So every time that there is a conversation, I see that the person who is in the wrong continues to defend their point of view. And they do that till the death. So here, it doesn't matter. I feel that this person here who is an air sign, so it could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, who has these characteristics. This person is a know-it-all. It's that type of person that there is nothing that one can tell them because they always will have the last word. And so to you, Capricorn, being with this person produces unhappiness, because this card, to me, it would normally show a victory here, but I see that you've already lost here, because before even bringing up a topic with them, it's almost like you've already lost. So here you need to make a decision. And I'll tell you more here, Capricorn. In this case, I don't even feel that you are together at this moment. Really, I feel that here there's no relationship. Here I feel that there is a conversation. And here I also feel that one of the two people involved at some moment was involving the other individual in a love triangle. This was already left in the past. And here the relevant part is that not that you want to be with him or her. The relevant part is that you need to communicate with them regarding a specific situation, and you can't seem to do that. It's because a lot of times in a relationship, there are a lot of things that are kind of left pending. It could be financial issues, it could be children, a home, a job, many things. So I see that there are many different situations that we can be talking about here, but truly this person, it's almost as if they feel superior to you. In the conversation here, they're looking down on you, as you can see their face here. I'll put them here together. If you see here, this individual is looking down. So they seem to have this attitude of, I'm already ready to combat your argument. So unfortunately, it's very difficult to find peace with someone who has this type of characteristic. Okay, so let's take a look and see what the Lenormand card has to tell you and what attitude you should take, or what is going to come out of all of this. Because obviously something has to come out here. And the card we have here is the Compass card. And what does this card talk to us about specifically here? This compass is going to help you find your way. Because here there is a journey that you need to accomplish, or a choice that you need to make. And this compass is going to give you the direction for the path that you need to take so that you avoid problems and confusion. Here, this also talks about an individual who may help you, who can guide you about how to have this conversation, how to obtain the best benefit in regards to a topic where there's an individual who doesn't want to listen to reason or to anyone. So I feel that all of this talks to me a lot about divorce or separation. People who were together, it could have been that someone else was involved at some point and then you separated, because here I see that this relationship is no longer important. But what is important is what you still need to deal with this person. And sometimes this person makes you lose your patience, Capricorn. Try to maintain serenity and calm, although it is not easy. As the compass says here, you will find the way, and it could be through the advice of others. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have for you in the second line, Capricorn. Okay, so one card left for the second line. Here we have it. Okay. And here is the last card. Okay, so this line here, it could be a continuation of the first one in certain cases, and others not. But here, these cards are also talking to me about a relationship where it did not work. It could be that still you are together. And we're going to take a look at each case individually. Okay, so this talks to me about a woman here. Definitively, it could be a mother, wife, partner, someone who lives with you, girlfriend, whatever the case may be, who is very unhappy and worried. This could be you, Capricorn. In reality here, the Empress characterizes herself by being able to dominate the home so that they manage themselves well. They can work in their home. They can also cook, you know, be a caregiver. They can have a good relationship with their partner. But in this case, I don't see this happening. And it's not because you don't want to. Because the person that is with you doesn't deserve it. Here I see someone who is a water sign. So it could be Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. And really, this person does things, takes risks that no one, you or anyone, can comprehend. This card talks to me about that taking risks completely unnecessary. And so here, we're talking about two situations here. It could be that you are communicating long distance, one case, and that, you know, you're not entirely sure what to do in this scenario. If this is a long distance relationship or you are no longer together, what I would tell you is that you are going to have to make a very big effort, Capricorn. And despite the situation being a bit complicated for transport or leaving your job, moving, you know, all of that kind of stuff, you're going to have to try and find the way to reach this point to truly give closure to the situation. If it's not that you are separated and you're actually together, then what this is telling me is that truly it's very difficult to end with the situation. But the good thing is that you will ask for help. I think that you're a bit fearful in the second line here of not having the economic means necessary to end this relationship. But I'll give you good news. You will have it. You will achieve what you are looking for. This is your card, Capricorn. And this Knight of Pentacles goes slowly, but it is the most stable card. Why? Because they go step by step. And yes, you may take your time and it may take a while in order to achieve that stability. But it will happen. Because if you decide, as the Capricorn that you are, you already know the path to take. So stay on that path. Do not wait for anyone. If the person is far away and you need to do something, which is almost impossible, to go and see this person, then do it. Money comes and goes, but at least you will have the certainty of what it is that's going on. Okay, so let's take a look at what the Lenormand card has to tell you and what advice they have to give you. Okay, so let's see here. This card here specifically has a date on it here. And well, this card I believe is written in French. And I'm going to put it close here to see if anyone is able to read it. Or if you want to write it down or to translate it here. This card gives a date here, and it is September 19th. Three dates here. So the September 19th, the 27th, which is the number 7. Okay. So take into account those three numbers, 19, 27, and 7. And let's take a look at what this card is referring to. What message it has for you. And this, of course, symbolizes as well the message. It's a document, a message, or an information. It is a package. Many times, it can be a certificate or a result of an exam, medical exam. This says that you can find me in your mail, or it can also be an acknowledgement. Let me just see here what other information this card has for you. This card talks about a slow communication. That's why this could apply here if to those of you that are in separate places here. It's slow in which the communication arises, and that's why you are doubtful. And if you are close by, and that is why they are a water sign, because they don't express to you what it is that you are hoping for. So it's almost as if you need to have a lot of patience in order to wait for this communication to happen, whether it be in person or, you know, via a letter. So remember these numbers here. I would put action to these words, and for it to be one action or one situation or another, I would make a decision. And I believe you're going to do it here, and it will go very, very well for you, Capricorn. If you feel very unhappy, and in this case you are a woman, I see that everything will go well, and for a man too. And I had a man actually write to me about this, and you know, let me know that many times it's not just women who may feel unhappy, men do as well, because sometimes they're in a situation where they may have to take care of the children and, you know, be alone. And I congratulate all of you for having the vigor to confront life on your own. Really, I have a lot of admiration for you for doing that. This is a case here where I believe we need to make a decision for your betterment here. And if you are willing to do it, then do it, because it'll go very well for you, Capricorn. So let's go to the third line here, Capricorn, and see what we have. Okay. We have 5, 6, 7, and here we have a few extra cards. Okay, so what is the last card here? We have the Page of Pentacles, and many times this represents good things that can arrive. But for me, this card always talks about things that, although they may be good, they are related to the past. Here, this talks to me, newly once again, of not being able to close off certain cycles of your life. Here, this also talks to me about people who have always followed the same way of always thinking that what they do is correct or what they think is correct. It could be you or the other individual. And unfortunately, the only thing that this creates is emotional instability. Here, the card tells you that there will be a moment for you, a new cycle. The Wheel of Fortune talks about change. And justly, it is the month of October. And here, you do not allow, Capricorn, for those changes to produce in your life. You need to try and find balance. You need to see further than what your eyes can see. If a situation can't be or shouldn't be part of your life, then let it go. And here, this talks to me about not closing off cycles, not allowing things to let go. So what is your intuition telling you? What are your inner feelings are telling you? Does it make sense to feel trapped by someone or something? So pay attention to what your heart is telling you and your inner voice. In this moment, you are going through a very difficult time. You feel that it is not possible that your life take a different path and for things to be the way that you wish, and to have opportunities in your life. But everything is going to start to change when you leave that mental enclosure that you have. You need to liberate yourself. And you could do it very easily here. And here it tells me that you will do it, Capricorn, but you need to try, and try with a lot of effort. I feel that wheel is going to bring you happiness. Look here. What this is telling you here is the following. These are the dice, and the dice is to take a chance. Okay? For example, to go to a casino, roll the dice and see what happens. The next card here is the Mask. Okay? And this card talks about people who have a mask for every occasion. Okay, so if you are dealing with people who are like this, try to avoid them, okay? If you are the person who needs to use a mask, then definitively you are unhappy and you will not be happy. You need to take off the mask, because the person that cares for you, the person that you're with, needs to care for you for who you are. Okay, so you are not here to please others. Okay, you are here to be happy for yourself. So take that into account, this advice here of the Lenormand cards, because it's very important. If you take a chance, take the chance, if it is you, to take that mask off. And if it's someone else, to have them take the mask off with you, okay? And then that way you will have the option to love the person for who they are. Okay, Capricorn, so I hope that this reading has helped you. And if you would like to sign up for my exclusive cards for the Psychic deck, you can do that by clicking the join button at the bottom of this video. If you would like a private reading, you just need to email me at ameliatarot13@gmail.com. Okay, thank you very, very much for watching my videos, for liking them, and for following me as well. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best.